Very exciting demo. I have my colleague Rebecca here, and I know Paul and Dagmara in the background, and they're going to be answering questions in the chat and available for any support that Rebecca needs. So Rebecca, I'll turn it over to you, okay?
Thank you so much, Reggie. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We are honored to be here today. This is our second ASAE demo day with ASAE, and so we're really honored to be here and really honored to be a part of this community. I'll go ahead and jump right in. As Reggie said, we've got a couple folks from our AC team here managing the chat. So if you don't mind, if you have any questions throughout the demo, please go ahead and pop those into the chat, and we will address those either live in the chat or at the end if there's something that we find would really benefit the whole team to talk about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. We are Advanced Communities. We are both an implementation partner of Salesforce and also an ISV partner, which essentially means that we build products on and for the Salesforce platform. And the product that we're going to be talking about today is ASAE MemberSmart, which was actually built with community in mind, specifically for people using or searching for an AMS product. So I'm going to skip through here. You'll hear me often refer to Advanced Communities as AC. We are AC to our friends, so please call us AC. And since 2008, we have been building engaging communities on Salesforce. That's really the most important part of today's demo, is that in order to work with Advanced Communities, you do need to have an interest in Salesforce, and you will need Salesforce in order to use any of the products or services that we are talking about today. So what is ASAE MemberSmart? Well, ASAE MemberSmart came about because of Advanced Communities' work with different AMS organizations, nonprofit organizations, and associations throughout the years. And originally, Salesforce Experience Cloud was known as Community Cloud, and so that's where our name comes from. So our expertise really lies in helping organizations to create and build communities where their members and constituents can engage with one another through a single sign-on portal. And so over the years, we had folks coming to us saying, you know, we really need to manage membership subscriptions, or we really want our members to be able to log into a directory and see other members in their region, or maybe filter by different members in their region. Maybe they offer something like a mentor program where you might want to use filtration to find someone who could be a mentor or a mentor looking for a mentee. We also have continuing education. So we have the ability to host things like trainings and courses through our app. And we can also manage all of this information through data and analytics using the Salesforce platform. And because we're 100% native to Salesforce, meaning we are built right on force.com for Experience Cloud, all of the data and analytics reporting that you would get with the behemoth that is Salesforce is actually available to you directly on the MemberSmart platform. And we'll go into that today so that you can see what that looks like live. On the other side here, we have events. So as you can imagine, as an AMS, you have an enormous need to host and manage events, whether those be online or in person. And so we have the capability to host both types of those events. And you can also have different price packages for different member types. So if you've got something like 10 different member types and you want to offer some of them a discounted package or a VIP package or different perks or benefits, student rates, all of that can be accomplished out of the box with ASAE MemberSmart technology. We also have a unified checkout functionality, which I'll show you today, which makes purchasing a membership, signing up for an event, and paying for that event registration, as well as doing things like purchasing a hat or a t-shirt or making a donation to a fundraiser, something really simple to do all on one checkout system. And you can check out all at the end with all of your products just on one ticket. So we'll show you that today. Lastly, or almost next to lastly, we have a job board. And don't get tied up on the word job. Get creative here. we know as an AMS, you might have job opportunities that you want to post, but a lot of times our associations use the job board as a volunteer board. So it gives you the option to surface volunteer opportunities to your membership and allow them to apply to become a volunteer for your organization. One example that I like to use is something like Doctors Without Borders. Obviously, this is a nonprofit organization, but they focus a lot around membership as well, because their volunteers need to be members of a portal. And if you want to volunteer for something like Doctors Without Borders, you can't just be me. I'm no doctor. So in order to pass sort of a volunteer application, I would need to prove my credentials are appropriate for the role that I'm seeking to volunteer for. And all of that is something that we can accomplish through ASAE MemberSmart. Lastly, here we have fundraising as an option. We've got a beautiful fundraising component within ASAE MemberSmart. I'll show you that today. Looks a lot like some of the other more familiar fundraising apps on the marketplace. And it allows you to understand what the fundraiser is about. Maybe it's a run, like a 5K. Maybe it's a gardening initiative in the community. Whatever it might be, you can understand more about the fundraiser, see how much money has already been raised, and you can make a one-time or a recurring donation through the fundraising campaign. Most importantly here, we give you a 360-degree member view. And because of our work with Salesforce, you can actually, from an admin side, log into Salesforce, understand the majority of your membership, different dashboards, different reports, and you can also click in directly to contact records and understand at a granular level more about that individual's membership. So we'll look at that today. So at Advanced Communities, we understand that there are a lot of challenges in the AMS space. So if AMS is something that you're looking to procure in the next year, couple of years, if you're starting to understand more about why an AMS is appropriate for your organization, we have identified a few key challenges in the AMS space, and we're going to show you today sort of how we have accomplished making success out of those with ASAE MemberSmart today. So the first challenge that we hear all the time is just how do we attract new members? How do we get people more excited about joining our organization? And really that comes down to targeted messaging. So you want to be able to reach out directly to individuals within your community who would be interested in the organization and the type of work that you do. Today, we're going to be talking through a demo org that is called the World Medical Association. It's entirely made up. We made it up here, and we'll show you that demo here in a little bit. But the World Medical Association would attract members who are doctors, who are care providers, who maybe are hospitals, for example. We can also have organizations as members. So when we're thinking about targeted messaging, one of the things we might be thinking about is what would be attractive to a physician or a care provider, and why would they want to join the World Medical Association? What are the types of things that the World Medical Association offers to them, whether it be trade shows or conferences or continuous learning opportunities? So we want to offer that through targeted messaging to our prospective members. On that same topic, we want to retain those members. So how do we increase the retention of our existing members? We often hear that it is really difficult to keep folks engaged and loyal because they're not receiving enough value from the organization. And so therefore, we like to personalize engagement. And because of Salesforce, we're actually able to pull really tailored reports to understand how members are engaging with your membership portal. How many events have they attended? How much have they donated? How frequently are they logging in? Are they accessing really valuable resources within the portal? So the more you understand about the engagement of your member, the more you can reach out to them with targeted messaging. We also want to ensure that the members who are engaging continue to engage, and we want to make sure that those who aren't engaging feel that they could engage more. And so with ASAE MemberSmart, we allow you to drive participation. So we give you all of these different diverse opportunities, things like events, things like discussion boards and groups. We give you continuing education and career opportunities, and like we said earlier, volunteer opportunities as well. And we also have the option for gamification. So when I say that, I mean, you could take a volunteer opportunity, for example, and put a certain point value attached to that volunteer opportunity. Maybe I earn 50 points for volunteering at a career fair. And maybe once I hit 500 points, I get a reward or I get an upgrade in my membership. So it increases the engagement within the community, and it also gives someone something to strive for within the community. We also want to make sure that we're keeping up with the most up-to-date technology. And because we're focused on the Salesforce platform, we learn and grow and develop just alongside Salesforce. So we believe in investing in modern platforms. We believe in keeping up to date with Salesforce. We were actually one of the very first ISVs in Salesforce to be tested on some of the new clouds that have recently come out, like the new nonprofit cloud and the new education cloud. And so we are constantly making sure that all of our products and our services are aligned with the latest technology within Salesforce. Lastly, we want to make sure that we meet member expectations. I have high expectations as an individual, and I know that in different membership organizations that I'm a part of, I really want them to keep up with me. I want them to offer new and exciting opportunities for me to engage within my community. And so therefore, Advanced Communities offers things like personalized member journeys. So you can group individuals, group different members within your organization and show them the type of thing that would be most interesting to them based on how they've engaged with your portal in the past. So moving on here, I want to start talking about a couple of different personas. The first persona we have is Dr. Katie Johnson. And Katie Johnson is an orthopedic surgeon. And Katie is someone who could potentially be interested in joining the World Medical Association. Why? Because she might want to advance professionally. The World Medical Association offers trainings and courses and events that allow her to go to different conferences or trade shows, different learning opportunities to advance her skills, her career, and network with other physicians just like herself. She can also connect and collaborate with those groups. So we have a group functionality, which I can show you today, which looks and behaves a lot like social media groups, where you're able to log in, see different individuals who are a part of that group, post, share. You can send things like pictures or polls, and you can really engage and collaborate with them within the portal. This then allows her to grow her career because you never know the next time she goes to a conference who she's going to meet, what opportunities she might have available to her because of the connections that she's made within the association. She can also access resources, and the beautiful thing about being on Experience Cloud and working with Salesforce is that those resources are tailored to who Katie is as a member. Because she's an orthopedic surgeon, we might not want to show her things like pediatric resources. So we can actually tailor what resources she has available to her within her portal. And lastly, she can shop and contribute. Maybe she gets really excited. She wants a WMA t-shirt, or she wants to make a donation to a fundraiser that's close to her heart. So she can do that within the portal. So in order to show you this, I'm actually going to hop out of the slide deck and I'm going to jump over to our WMA portal. So this is the World Medical Association page that we've been talking about. You can see that this looks and feels like a standard website. As you scroll down, you can see different options to click into different parts of the site. But the important thing to remember is that everything within this site is actually hosted on the Salesforce platform. This is Salesforce Experience Cloud. So what you're seeing is the front end of a Salesforce experience. Now, the first thing Katie wants to do when she goes to the WMA website is to join as a member. So we're going to go ahead and click Join Us. And this is going to allow us to go through the join process. Now, you can offer as many different membership types as you'd like. We don't cap your number. We've offered 3 here. Now, Katie is just going to join as a regular WMA member today, but you can see that they offer a number of different membership types as well. From here, this will tell Katie what she's signing up for. And we'll go ahead and register her as a person, not as a company, but know that that's an option. From here, we can choose our membership plan. And what this means is we can choose the option to have either manual or auto-renewed payments. We can choose whether we would like to have the renewal form be manual or automatic. And we can also choose the payment frequency. Maybe she doesn't want to pay all at once. You also have the option as an organization to change these pricings so that, for example, if someone does pay all at once, they might get a discount. You might also get a discount for purchasing more than 1 year at a time. But for Katie, we'll go ahead and just do 2 years at $33.30 a month. From here, we'll get a confirmation screen. We'll understand all of the choices that we just made, confirm that that's correct, and when we click confirm, it will take us to the checkout page. Now from here, I'm going to add this to my cart, and then at the end, once we've gone through the rest of the demo, I'll show you everything we've added to our cart and we'll check out all in one place. All right. So from here, I'm going to go back to the home page and talk you through these tabs up at the top. So every tab that you see up at the top here, events, trainings, directories, etc., are all components of ASAE MemberSmart. So these are all components that come out of the box with our ASAE MemberSmart product. The first here is events. So when we come into the events calendar, we're actually able to see all of the events available to me as Katie at a glance. So perhaps because I'm logged in as Katie, I'm only seeing events that are available to Katie, but maybe if I logged in as someone else, pediatric surgeon, for example, I might see different events. So know that tailorization, is that a word, is available. On the left here, we have filtration options. So you can type in different descriptions or names. You can filter by type or audience, and you can even search by location or date range. On the right here, this is just my favorite one, so I'm going to click into this one, patient-focused medicines. And when we get here, we see a landing page that tells us the description of the event. So we can scroll down here. This is a rich text field, so we can understand what's going on here, and we can also update this with different logos or fonts or colors. And we also give you a number of custom tabs up at the top to click through. So the first is actually an agenda tab, which will show us the different sessions that are happening throughout different days of this event. We can see that on Wednesday, August 9th, we've got some sessions, and we also have some on Thursday, August 10th. From here, we'll go ahead and register. And we're going to go ahead and just register under the member package. From here, the system will recognize that I'm Katie. So you're going to see Katie's name pre-populate in her event registration. So her information is here. Maybe Katie wants to purchase an event registration for someone else, a spouse or a friend or a colleague. She can do that here as well. But for time purposes, we're going to go ahead and skip through that today. And next, we're going to go to event questions. Because this is an in-person event, we might want to ask things like dietary restrictions, maybe accessibility information. And from here, we have the option to choose our payment. If you had a voucher, which we can populate for you, by the way, we could add that here, but we don't today. So we're going to go ahead and add this registration to our cart. And from here, we'll get a success message on screen. We can add this to our calendar or from the email that we'll receive. Okay, and we can see from here that now that event registration is in our cart. Moving on, we don't have time to talk through every one of these today, but I just wanted to show you maybe a flyby view. We do have a member directory. This allows you to see the different members that are within the community. And you can filter on the left here by maybe region or language or interest. And you can also reach out to them directly through the portal. So you can email them, and if they want to surface something like their phone number, they certainly can. From here, we're going to make a donation. So if we go into active campaigns, we can see all of the fundraising campaigns that are currently available at WMA. So if we click into one here, this is what our fundraising campaign looks like. So from here, we can see that we have not made a big dent in our $70,000 goal. So maybe Katie wants to help them out here. She can understand more about what this fundraiser is about by reading the description, and she can also see any comments made by previous donors. If there's any updates to this fundraiser, the admin can update it here, and all of the updates will show. From here, we'll go ahead and make a donation. So we can choose either a single or a recurring donation, and we can choose a preset amount or an amount of our choice. Katie wants to make a big impact here, so she's actually going to make a $200 donation. And she can choose to either display her name publicly on the campaign, or she can purchase anonymously. Once we've accepted the terms and use, I'm going to go ahead and add this donation to my cart, and then we're going to hop right into the cart here. And now we can see all of the things that we have signed up for and added to our cart throughout this demo. So we can see that she's got her WMA membership. The final price is $7.99, but today her installment due is $33. We can also see that she has an event registration and also her donation to the impact grants. And now she can proceed to checkout. From here, we'll go ahead and place our order. And Katie will receive an email that explains everything she's just checked out with once we're finished paying here. All right, and that's it. We've got our success message on screen, and we also will get an email with all of that information. So from here, I'm going to pop right back over here. We're actually going to talk about our second persona, which is Paul. And Paul is our WMA membership manager. So Paul's job every day is to wake up and look at his membership within Salesforce and understand what's going on. Does he have any new members? Has he had any more donations overnight? Has anyone signed up for an event? And so therefore, Paul will then log into Salesforce. So now we're on the back end of Salesforce. And you can see here, we understand today's date. We understand what's going on with our event registrations. And we can also scroll down here and see different dashboard type charts that might show Paul different things that he wants to see every day when he logs in to understand his membership. From here, we can also see the different events that are available. So the one that we just focused on was patient-focused medicine. So if we click into here, we can see all of the event details. So maybe he needs to make an update to the description, or maybe the date or the time, or he wants to update an image. He can do all of that here. If we hop into the related tab, we can also see that there are 3 different event packages. These were the different price packages that were available when we checked out. And then we can also see any event participation, so anyone who has registered for this event. Now, we can also see Katie's registration here because she just registered for this event. And lastly, we can go into contacts at a really granular level, so we can hop into Katie's contact record, and we can see all of the different things that she has engaged with within the community. So we can see her membership subscription, which we just registered for. We can also see her different payment methods, the different installments that are now scheduled because she's chosen this installment method. And we can also see her event participation. So from here, I recognize this is a very short demo slot. We have a handful of minutes left over for some Q&A. And so I haven't been monitoring the chat. I sure hope that it's been quite active and exciting. So let me take a look at the chat. Paul, Dagmara, would you guys like to step in and say anything on behalf of Advanced Communities as well?
Hi, Rebecca. Thank you. Yeah, we've had a couple of questions. The little bit of in terms of kind of how our package differentiates from perhaps others in the marketplace. We've just simply said, you know, at this, I mean, obviously. A more detailed conversation would help us draw out obviously some of the differences, but in essence, MemberSmart is built as a fully native package to Salesforce, so that's a key thing. So if you're comfortable managing Salesforce, then you're going to be comfortable managing our product, because there aren't elements of our product that are that are on different platforms or on different technologies. It's all installed within your Salesforce environment.
Yes, exactly. I think a huge differentiator for us is that, yes, we are built on the Salesforce platform, but that gives you such enormous flexibility. Being able to utilize the Salesforce platform allows you to do things like member segmentation within Experience Cloud. So you can offer really personalized and tailored journeys for your members in ways that other AMS solutions are not able to do so.
Perfect. And then an added question about payment gateways. Would you like to just handle that one, Rebecca?
Yeah, absolutely. So we offer a number of different payment gateway integrations at the moment. Currently, we're integrated with Stripe and also Spreedly, which I'll type in the chat. Feel free to Google that one. Spreedly is a payment aggregator. So it encompasses about 120, 140 different payment gateways. So what you can do is simply search your payment gateway, such as WorldPay, for example, and Spreedly, and it'll take you to a list of different payment gateways that Spreedly allows you to use. So if your payment gateway falls under the Spreedly umbrella, we're able to integrate with it.
Brilliant. Thanks, Rebecca. Malcolm's asked a question around membership management within the application and whether we can cope with both trade and professional. In other words, membership held at organizational level and individual level. The answer is yes. Certainly within organizational membership, there is a sort of flow down to benefits that are given to obviously the staff within those organizations, so that the application also handles that capability as well. So thank you very much, Malcolm, for that question.
Yes.
Okay, I think that is, I'm not sure that we've got any more questions. Any more questions? Please feel free to raise them.
Yeah, I did see a question about managed package. I can see that you've answered that, but yes, we are a managed package. We do have an annual subscription, and we are completely compatible with both the old NPSP platform and also the new nonprofit cloud. All right, guys, and we are slowly creeping up on time here. I'm not sure if we have any last minute questions. Yes, good point, Gabriella. Thank you. Gabriella is just reminding everyone that we have QR codes on screen, so feel free to grab our contact information. We'd love to have a chat with you. If you'd like to see more of a personalized demo, we're more than happy to accommodate that for you. Paul, Dagmara, and I, we're all happy to meet with you and give you more information about AC MemberSmart and also our implementation services of Salesforce for Nonprofit Cloud, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, etc. All right, team, ASAE team, I think that is it for us.